Welcome. I'm Senior Reentry Probation Officer Kelsey James with Portsmouth Probation and Parole. At the Virginia Department of Corrections, our vision is to be a premier correctional organization working to secure a safer Virginia. Our mission is to ensure public safety by providing effective incarceration, supervision, and evidence-based reentry services. In turn, this will help us to reduce recidivism. Coming home can be a little overwhelming, so we want to ensure that you have as much information you may need prior to release to ensure your success. In this video, we are going to go over the different types of supervision, the standard supervision conditions, and other important information and resources that will help you to make it on supervision.
Hello, my name is Officer Coleman. I'm the Senior Reentry Officer here at Richmond Probation and Parole. And on today, I will be discussing the 11 conditions of supervised probation. Condition number 1, I will obey all federal, state, and local laws and ordinances. Condition number 2, I will report any arrests, including traffic tickets, within 3 days to my probation and parole officer. Condition number 3, I will maintain regular employment and I will notify my probation and parole officer promptly of any changes in my employment. Condition number 4, I will report in person or by telephone to my probation and parole officer within 3 working days. Condition number 5, I will permit the probation and parole officer to visit my home and place of employment. Condition number 6, I will follow the probation and parole officer's instructions, be cooperative, and report as instructed. Condition number 7, I will not use alcoholic beverages to the extent that it disrupts or interferes with your orderly conduct. Condition number 8, I will not unlawfully use, possess, distribute controlled substances or paraphernalia. Condition number 9, I will not use, own, possess, or transport a firearm. Condition number 10, I will not change my residence without the permission of my probation and parole officer. I will not leave the state of Virginia or travel outside of my designated area without the permission of my probation and parole officer. Condition number 11, I will not abscond for supervision. I understand I will be considered an absconder when my whereabouts are no longer known to my supervising officer. So, with those 11 conditions, those are the standard conditions of probation and parole. However, the judge can also provide you with special conditions on sentencing. And special conditions includes substance abuse treatment, mental health eval, community service hours, programs, GPS monitoring, and restitution. Not only do we have special conditions, but we also have specialized conditions such as gang conditions and sex offender conditions.
Hi, I'm Jeanette Gilardi, Senior Probation Officer with Norfolk Probation and Parole. Probation officers play a key role in promoting public safety while helping individuals successfully return to the community. One of our primary responsibilities is enforcing the court orders. We ensure that probationers follow all conditions such as reporting regularly, completing treatment programs, and avoiding new criminal activity. Probation officers also work to protect the community by monitoring behavior, conducting regular check-ins, and responding appropriately when violations occur. At the same time, we focus on support and rehabilitation. We connect probationers with important resources like job training, substance abuse treatment, mental health services, housing assistance, and educational opportunities. By balancing accountability with guidance, probation officers help individuals make positive changes while keeping Virginia communities safe.
I'm Probation Officer Brittany Brown, and this is Probation Officer Donna Hagee. We're here to talk a little bit about probation sign-up. When an individual is released from incarceration, they are to report for probation within 72 hours from release date. Once they report, they will be scheduled for their probation sign-up. During probation sign-up, they can expect to have their photo taken, fingerprints, DNA, urine screen, and then they will be reviewed general conditions of probation. This can include going over reporting as instructed, staying drug-free, maintaining employment, and avoiding any new criminal charges.
After your intake, you will be scheduled an appointment with your assigned officer who will meet with you to collect information: where you live, where you work, who you associate with, Your home will also need to be verified. Be honest. Probation officers are here to monitor compliance, but we can also help connect you with resources like job programs, college courses, and so many more. Supervised probation means accountability. Every action matters. The goal is to successfully complete probation without violations and move forward with a stable, law-abiding life.
Hello, I'm Senior Probation Officer Flake Owens, and I work in the Virginia Beach Probation and Parole Office. Once you are released, you will be assigned a probation officer. Once you are assigned a probation officer, you will work with them to establish your case plan, also known as your goals while on supervision. This is a process that is a collaboration between you and your probation officer that highlights your protective factors, also known as areas you're doing well in, and addresses your areas of need, while also getting your buy-in to help you be successful on probation. Why is buy-in important? It increases motivation to change, improves goal ownership, builds trust and collaboration, leads to more realistic and relevant goals, and improves long-term outcomes. You will establish a goal and task with a time frame for completion. Tasks are your smaller steps leading to your overall goal. We all know the ultimate goal is to get off probation. However, completing small or big goals will help you lead to your ultimate goal. Your probation officer is here to assist you with resources and guidance to help you be successful while on probation.
Hi, my name is Whitney Jones, and I'm the Recovery Court Probation Officer with District 43. Many probation districts across the Commonwealth partner with local courts to provide specialized supervision through programs such as recovery and mental health courts. These programs provide additional structure and support tailored to the individual, encouraging an increased chance for long-term success within our communities.
We also offer cognitive programming such as decision points, anger management, and victim impact, classes you may have been on the waiting list for in the facilities that you can now attend in person or virtually when you come into the community.
As you're making your way back into the community, it is very important to understand that you could face challenges such as housing, employment, veteran support, and healthcare services. However, there are resources such as your local community service boards that are able to assist you with mental health evaluation and therapy, as well as substance abuse and alcohol rehabilitation. The Virginia Department of Social Services can help resolve issues related to Medicaid, while the Department of Veterans Services can help assist veterans with benefits and mental health matters. As for employment, you could benefit from visiting the Virginia Employment Commission or the Virginia Workforce Connection for assistance with job matching, resume developing, job listing, and information on benefits. Depending on your situation, your local public housing agencies can assist with obtaining Section 8 housing voucher for help with housing affordability. Finally, you can dial the Virginia 211 helpline from your phone and you will be assisted with reaching out to the right source. All of Virginia probation officers will be able to provide a brochure with a QR code that will lead you to information about many of these services. Good luck.
Hi, my name is Kimberly Coe, and I'm a Senior Probation Officer at District 43 in Tazewell. I'm here to speak with you today about community service options and costs and fines. Across Virginia, probation and parole offices provide opportunities for individuals to work towards paying their costs and fines while also giving back to their communities. Community service is an important part of the probation process in Virginia, helping individuals take accountability by making positive contributions in the communities which they live in. Opportunities may include participating in litter pickup to keep our communities clean, volunteering at local parks, churches, and police stations, or assisting with local outreach programs. Community service not only helps reduce financial obligations, but it strengthens communities and supports those who need it the most. For more information about community service opportunities, contact your local probation and parole office.
In Virginia, the restoration of rights gives individuals with felony convictions the opportunity to fully participate in civic life again. After completing your sentence, individuals may have their civil rights restored by the governor. These rights include the ability to vote, serve on a jury, run for public office, and become a notary public. The restoration of rights does not erase a criminal conviction, but it recognizes that individuals who have completed their sentences deserve the opportunity to move forward and contribute to their communities.
If you are hoping to transfer your probation to another state, you can start that process either before or after your release. If you were a resident of another state prior to your incarceration with the Virginia Department of Corrections, an interstate compact transfer will still need to be submitted. Once approved, you will be allowed to return to your state of residence. If you're a Virginia resident and wish to transfer to another state, an interstate compact transfer will have to be submitted. The transfer will be investigated by the receiving state, and they can either accept or deny the transfer. Please keep in mind that if you do decide to transfer your supervision to another state, you will need to follow both Virginia's conditions as well as whatever conditions the receiving state imposes. The interstate compact process should be entered no more than 120 days prior to your release. If you haven't made up your mind about transferring out of state, or if it's too close to your release date, don't worry. When you're released, your PO can initiate the transfer as well. Unfortunately, you'll have to stay in Virginia until you're given approval, and the investigation can take up to 45 days to complete. So if this is something you're interested in, it's important to get that process started sooner rather than later.
Hi, I'm Tahira Holloway, the Deputy Chief at Portsmouth Probation and Parole. The Shadow Track Enrollee app is a tool utilized by probation offices statewide to enhance communication and streamline supervision. The Enrollee app is downloaded to your smartphone. The Enrollee app allows supervisees to participate in virtual visits with their probation officers, receive scheduled appointment notifications, message your officer directly in a secure platform, and check in upon their arrival at the office. In addition, probation officers can use the Enrollee app to send mass notifications to those under supervision in the district. These notifications may include updates regarding inclement weather, office closures, and information about upcoming community events such as job and resource fairs.
Have you heard of the federal bonding program? The federal bonding program is an incentive for at-risk job seekers. The bond insurance is issued free of charge to employers and enables the delivery of a bond for up to $15,000 for those with criminal backgrounds. These are given to employers at no cost for 6 months against employee dishonesty or theft for selected employees. In order to receive your letter, you first need to watch the training video. Once you have watched your video, you request your program eligibility letter by contacting your counselor, facility OWDS, or your IPM.
Welcome home!